Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome back to my vlog wherein we discuss different types of financial services, how the bank works, and the financial condition of our country. Previously, we have discussed banking and banking products and services. Now, let's go ahead and dive into a more specific topic when it comes to the banks, BSPs, and what do they do in our everyday lives. So, without any further ado, let's get into the topic immediately. Today, we will discuss the different types of case studies and real world applications. Now, as we all know, there are several types of monetary policies in the Philippines which help the country to be stable despite several economic challenges that we are experiencing monthly, yearly, or whenever that there is a recession. Ano ba yung tinatawag natin na monetary policies? These are schemes, techniques, or layouts that is used by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. And although there are several of them, and ang i-discuss lang natin ngayon is yung mga commonly used. Okay? So, kahit gaano pa sila karami and iba-iba man sila ng terms, ways of application, there's only one certain common thing sa kanilang lahat. And that is to maintain price and currency stability, which is very important for the development of our country. Among these monetary policies is what we call foreign exchange intervention. Now, this happens when the BSP intervenes in the foreign exchange market by using our dollar reserves to purchase our own currency and create its own demand to stabilize the Philippine peso. So, nangyayari to by, let's say for example, sa foreign exchange market, ang presyo ng or ang value ng peso ay bumababa. Now, kabaliktaran to sa exchange rate, okay? Wherein kapag mababa ang value ng peso sa foreign exchange market, kapag nag-exchange naman ito, malaki ang kapalit niyan. Like for example, $1 is equivalent to 50 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, mababa yung value ng peso, pero malaki yung exchange rate niya when it comes to dollar. Okay? That's just an example. Nangyayari ito wherein, yun nga, ginagamit ng BSP ang ating dollar reserves in purchasing our own currency, which is the Philippine peso. So, by doing so, tumataas ngayon yung value ng Philippine peso kasi meron nagpo-purchase ng ating currency gamit ang US dollar, which is basically the most used or universal currency now all over the world. Gumagawa ito ng pwede kong sabihin na fake demand just for the sake na ma-stabilize yung value ng ating currency sa foreign exchange market. And another example of the monetary policy that is used by the BSP is what we call inflation targeting. This is one of the primary monetary policy of the BSP wherein they are setting a specific target range ng possible inflation na mangyayari. And in return, natutulungan nito na ma-maintain ang price stability and set manageable inflation expectation. So, bakit at paano? By having a specific or a forecasted amount of possible inflation sa ating bansa. Mas nakakapag-prepare ngayon yung mga businesses, yung banko, yung BSP itself on how it could take another step or another action if ever man lang na sumobra dito yung magiging predicted inflation. So, nakakatulong ito sa atin in terms na, yun nga, aside sa nagkakaroon tayo ng preparedness, mas na-maintain natin or mas nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na dependency when it comes to planning ng BSP. Kasi nagre-rely lang naman yung mga banko or yung mga financial institutions sa next step na isa-suggest ng BSP. Kasi sila yung kumbaga parang overlord o sila yung nangangasiwa sa mga financial services na to eh. So, By having those kinds of plans, by having those kinds of expectation, mas nakakapag-prepare ngayon ang ating bansa. Now, aside from monetary policies, another contributing factor which helps a country in is a different banking practices exercised by each bank. This involves financial inclusion, wherein banks provide expanding access to the public and innovate financial products that helps to drive the economic growth. Another one is what we call the corporate governance and regulation compliance. This means that banks and other financial institutions adheres to the regulatory requirements set by the BSP to ensure trust and confidence in the banking sector. Now, with the help of the monetary policies imposed by the BSP and the several banking practices adhered by each bank in the Philippines, this still doesn't negate the fact na meron pa rin mga challenges eh. So another one of this is yun nga sa tinatawag natin na financial inclusion. While banks do their best para makapag-reach out sa population ng ating bansa, meron pa rin tayong tinatawag ng mga rural or remote areas wherein the convenience and basic banking services is very poor or scarce. Another one is what we call the rise of cybersecurity. Together with the advancement of technology, people who want to take advantage of other people are also quick to improve their method of forgery and fraudulent activities. This is why strict compliance is required for better security. Kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng identity theft, meron mga nanakawan na hindi nila alam sa mga bangko nila. So, it is very important na sundin natin itong mga security measures na to for our own safety. And then, in order to counter these challenges, yun nga, banks and BSP implement several measures to avoid any security breach. Example of this is what we call the use of OTP or one-time password. By registering your phone or gadgets that you usually use or own, whenever our account is used for any types of purchase, the bank or a financial service company will send an OTP to the user, which is us, which is needed to be entered prior to the completion of the purchase, making it much more secured. And by doing that, nagkakaroon ng agreement na itong si owner is authorizing the charge of this amount for the purchase of this product or services, kaya the transaction is considered legal. And that's all for today. I hope you have learned something from me. And watch out or abangan nyo ang ating susunod na episode for a much better discussion when it comes to navigating into the economic landscape of the Philippines.